Hello one and all, and welcome to a 23 Megapops challenge where we intend to get 23 million damage or more from round 6 to 140 using the Sky Shredder. Putting the submarine on strong, we intend to get Geraldo as soon as possible, which is like to be at the beginning of the next round. There we go, put Geraldo right on there. I have done the barb darts and heat tip darts cross path for our submerged support because of the fact that I don't really trust pineapples in order to pop lead balloons. Let's put down our monkey ace, which is going to be our tower of destruction in this scenario. Oh gosh, this is really annoying. Regrow balloons, and I've set my monkey sub here to strong, which is not the best idea against regrows, as it's always targeting a regrow and not the one that it just hit. Rapid fire, lots more darts, and you know what, we'll go up to spy plane so we don't need to worry about this thing going into its submerged form too soon. But once we do get spy plane, I'm going to think about getting some heat tip darts, because I don't like these pineapples as our only source of popping lead balloons. And if you think I should just micromanage our monkey ace here in order to be able to perfectly pop all leads, you've got another thing coming. Let's go submersion support. We're gonna despawn you from your submerged status, and then once all of the lead balloons have been dealt with, we will put you back into your submerged status. Do not be going away from me, balloons. You know what, we will give... Shall we give pickles to you? Yeah, each dart will benefit greatly from pickles, especially when going up against regrows. And yeah, you're going to be going back to your unsubmerged form temporarily until all the leads are dealt. Actually, you know what? We're going to submerge you since that pineapple was over that lead balloon there. Oh dear, regrows galore. It will not do. A yellow balloon is a bolt. There goes the regrow balloons. You didn't see it because it was popped on the top right hand corner of the screen there, and our interface here was in the way. We do want Operation Dartstorm as soon as possible, because that's going to be a huge boost to our number of darts in which we can fly out. Hello, my old friend. It's good to see you again, yellow balloon. I just hope that Pickles can carry us the rest of the way until we can get the beloved Operation Dankstorm. Nope, yellow balloons are going to be an issue again. Oh, they were yellow. Then they went to blue. Yellow, no longer yellow. Thank you. Operation Darkstorm is a go. Oh dear, more lead issues to try and deal with here. And yeah, I'm not going to rely on pineapples to do the job here. So you're going to be unsubmerged when you have actually popped all of the lead balloons. But here's some more leads to try and deal with. And let us pop all of them again, and then we will be on our way from there. There goes round 39, and now the MOAB of the day, or the first MOAB of the day, and there goes the round. Excellent. You don't need to worry about microing there, which is something that I really love in the monkey ace. Honestly, every time I spawn out a monkey ace, all I think about is those juicy moments where I'm constantly pressing tab to get the best microing out of it. And we do round 42? Of course we can. After all, this is Operation Darkstorm. Sorry, Darkstorm. This is definitely a dark times ahead of us. Don't skip to the end of the video to see if we succeeded or not. Get some jungle drums up and running so we can shoot a bit faster. We're going to get ourselves the wonderful overclock. At some point, you will be an ultra boost. I demand it! On these rounds where it's so numerous, I do wish I went with 402 at this given point in time, but then in the later rounds where we're solely relying on the missile, and also for the fact that Homeland Defense does give the darts additional PS, and also the anti-MOAB missiles as well, I'm going to be better off with having the middle part for late term purposes. And Jerry's fire seems to do the trick. We are now on round 49. Well, the head's held up high. Definitely not like a submarine. Just about hanging there. I love Balloons Tower Defense 6. I honestly do, really. It's a brilliant game. But sometimes when trying to do these really niche scenarios, I do end up losing to a red balloon. But not just any old red balloon, a regrow red balloon. With a bit more luck, we are able to get through the round. Excellent! That is now round 49 conquered. We are soon to get the overclock. And then from there, I'm thinking of MIB or try and just book it for Sky Shredder. I think the booking it for Sky Shredder is honestly the best option because rounds before getting Sky Shredder is honestly horrible. Before we go into uncharted territories though, I do think we're going to require some glue support if we're going to make it out of this alive. So I'm thinking of a 023 glue gunner and hope we'll be able to go through the rest of this round with the risk of getting that slightly bit more discount by applying the overclock on this particular village down here. And that is the round. We do have Jerry's fire, so these lead balloons are going to be slightly less annoying to deal with. And there goes the camo leads of that round, round 60. And thanks to our capabilities with the Operation Darkstorm, the BFB goes down in, well, not a heartbeat, but it went down pretty quickly. And the lack of bottom cross path means that we have many more obstacles to try and deal with here. What about some pickles? Is that going to make a difference here? Are we going to be able to do this? Are you proud of me now, people? Pickles seems to be the way to go here. Excellent. That just goes to show what pickles can do to a attack that only does 1 damage at a time. It increases it by 2-fold. Round 63. What can we do on round 63 is, well, I'm hoping that the lead balloons are not a big enough issue to get in our way. Again with this? Fine, I guess we'll do some chucking back if that is required. But these lead balloons are honestly a big projectile blocker. We could go ahead and get MIB, but I just think that getting the Sky Shredder just that bit sooner is going to be the key to victory. Okay, these creepy idols are doing work. After we do get Sky Shredder, I think Pickles is going to be a hindrance rather than a benefit towards us, because our darts actually do more damage when it comes to its Sky Shredder form. Hold on, let me just look this up. 3 damage per dart and 150 damage per anti-MOAB missile spray of 2. And then +2 ceramic damage from dart attacks, so I think ultimately we're not going to benefit out of it. Let's see if we can circumvent our lead issue temporarily by using a glue strike, because honestly, I think glue strike is going to be very necessary for those huge regrow rounds like round 76. Oh gosh, a bunch of regrow balloons here. That's no good. No good whatsoever. Pickles and glue strike and also Jerry's fire. Okay, a little bit more money wasted, but I believe it is for the greater good of our adventures here, trying to get 23 Megapops with the Sky Shredder. Honestly, I think that before getting Sky Shredder and then just before being able to get Ultra Boost, that's when we're going to struggle the most in this challenge of ours. Can we go for the rest of this round without needing to use a glue strike, please? It's hit and miss. Let's see. Use that. Yeah, all we're doing is chucking them back, which is not making our job any... How the hell did that make our job easier? I don't understand this game at times. I mean, I'm not mad about it, but it's just a weird observation. Usually these are very counterintuitive against a huge amount of regrows, but yet in this case scenario, they were actually kind of good. Pretty good, actually. Now, I'm hoping that between this round and then the next round and then the... Oh, great. I just realized it's round 79 and we got these down. Oh, for goodness sakes, I hate this game sometimes. Serendipity of round 78 to round 79, round 76 to round 79, all that jazz. We're going to suffer through this round because of what we've got up here. Look at it all. We just don't have the power or the pierce to get... Oh my god, the PC was lagging there. Oh, we haven't got pickles, that's probably why. But still, just so much we need to compensate for. No, I just don't see a way forward here. Look at it all. There's just so much going on. I actually have an idea. And it's called the trap here. I'm sorry, but we just need to get these few pops here in order to make it through the scenario. But again, it's not foolproof because there's just so many of them that I hope we'll be able to get... No, they're gonna... And yet, they continue to plague me. These abominations. I hope that's enough. We used it a little bit later in the round, but I'm still not certain about this. The more items we use, the later in which we can get Sky Shredder. And that's not a good thing. It's delaying our abilities to get Sky Shredder. We need to use our second trap. Okay, that should do it. We've used 2 of these blade traps, which I didn't want to do. 9,000 steals. Not ideal whatsoever, but I think we can live with that. I'm hoping so anyways. Am I okay? I'm questioning you folks now if I'm okay or not. You know, that's when the point of no return has come about. Okay, ZOMG. This is not going to be a problem whatsoever. Yeah, round 79 is a true test to see if you can actually deal with mass numbers. And if you can't deal with round 79, then unfortunately there's going to be many more rounds later on, which is going to be very problematic. Not going to be in this tale because we're not going up to round 163, but round 163 can be a bit problematic. There we go. There goes round 80. Now comes free play round rules and the introduction of super ceramics. Like ceramics, but just on steroids. When I say just, I mean a lot on steroids. As you know, I can really describe them. They were like the ones which you faced before, but yet these are even more horrible to deal with. And can we deal with the rest of this, please? I would love to get our Sky Shredder at some point. I wish Ninja Q would stop nerfing the price of this thing. And there we go. We have Sky Shredder up and operational. Now the question is, I don't need to pursue MIB actually, because of this small factor that, well, we have by default have MIB thanks to having Sky Shredder, because both its darts and its missiles can deal normal damage type. Round 90 DDTs. Nope. Nope to you DDTs. We have the means of taking you down, and also Glue Strike enables us to do extra damage against you anyway, so benefits for everyone. Well, except for you, that is DDTs. Round 95. Overclock against the DDTs, and we are doing, well, a fair bit of work here. I love it. Just see all those darts flying everywhere and all the DDTs being popped without the need of MIB. That is seriously unheard of. 2 fortified ZOMGs? No thank you. Please, yeah, I'll say please be glued. Don't be glue bugs, please, where the ability overrides any other glue's means of being able to be stacked on you. Round 90, okay, this is the big round here. And hopefully, by the end of this round, we should be very close to getting the Ultra Boost. Not hugely close, but closer to the goal of getting it. But looking at this round so far, I'm honestly thinking that we're going to have ourselves a little bit of an issue here when it comes to the end parts of this. Okay, maybe not. Fortified DDTs, go away, please. Please go away. And there goes round 99. Good. Bad time. For the bad, that is. Yes, it is inhospitably large. But look at it. It has a face on it. You don't want to mess with this thing, sorry, when it can project candy out of it. And it has a fake face on it. And there it goes, yeah. But look at that, more fake faces are spawned out of it. And there goes round 100. And we are very close now to the Ultra Boost. Meaning 100% uptime and some more with this. and the rest as well. So if we need to use Glue Strike at any given point in time, we're going to use it later on throughout this round. Okay, let's just use it then and there, but these Fortified DDTs are making a mess of us here. Come on, there we go, and yeah, let's get it down. Done and dusted. Now this little part here will be applied 100% of the time. Now it's time to start thinking about the middle path village upgrades here. We've gone up to radar scan at the moment, and soon we will be at MIB. What are you doing here, Blue Balloon? I feel like our darts are really suffering without the bottom cross path, honestly. And because of that, we're popping the MOABs more quickly. In some cases, we are actually hindering ourselves because we have less means of using our darts to be able to get those weaker balloons in the far corners of the map here. Just because they keep being blocked off by by the sheer amount of MOAB on the field. Yeah, I feel like we're going to need to do something else first in order for us to be able to handle these. And I'm really thinking that probably Relentless Glue is going to help us out in the long run. Otherwise, it just feels like we're going to suffer as a result. And hopefully that temporary bit of stun will be what we need actually in order to give the balloons a little bit of halting within their advancement. No. Why is round 103 of all things seriously annoying? We can't apply sharpening stone in order to give ourselves more pierce because it's the normal damage type by default. So what do we do here? Let's see if we can chuck back some of these balloons using the creepy idols, but I'm not too sure what we're supposed to do here unless we restart the entire scenario but go with bottom cross path instead, which would not be ideal, to be honest. Not ideal, especially against the Fortified BADs and all that. I doubt Jerry's fire is going to make a difference, but I hope in some ways he'll be able to provide us with some small amount of relief here as we try and do this round. Come on, Glue Strike. Thank you. Yeah, our lack of pierce here is seriously hurting us at the moment. And I swear it's due to the fact we didn't pursue bottom cross path here, but I hope we could go through this round. Excellent. Now there's more balloons to deal with. Round 104 was done. Now 105. There's so much to compensate for on the screen. We need that times 10 as soon as possible. Go to MIB. I think the only thing that really benefits is the pineapple, honestly, but who here is going to say that the pineapple is going to make the difference between a victory or a defeat? We are now at full attack speed without, well, minus the home, so quarter arms here, which we're going to definitely need once we get it because of its plus 50% of pierce, which we're going to definitely need for those later rounds. And right now, to be honest, just look at the darts or the lack of them when we're over all of these MOABs. It's just so fascinating to watch all of this. And we don't even know if the Relentless Glue because we failed that round in which I did show us purchasing it. Isn't that pretty cool? So much fun. There goes the run to 108. Good, good, good. We are nearly there to quarter arms. We are so nearly there to more pierce for our darts and all that. Good. We just need for the ability to come around, and then we're only going to activate it if we're in a pinch, actually. We're not just going to willy-nilly use it. We want to activate it if we feel like we are severely overwhelmed when it comes to pierce. But these DDTs, thanks to that, we're times 10 ultra boost. They're not going to be the threats here, I feel. It's going to be the Fortified ZOMGs, the BADs and all that. Just a huge amount of damage is required. And we're spraying everywhere so much, but I feel like DDTs are not the threat here. Especially when it comes to, like, having your quarter arms and homeland defense and all that active. If you enjoyed the video so far, then that is brilliant. But also make sure to give this video a like, comment, and if you've not done so already so far, subscribe to the channel so that you can see more videos like this in the future. What other 23 Megapops would you like for me to try out? I've done quite a few. I've done Sun Avatar, done Sentry Champion, but that was actually in the form of all pops around 140. Done Inferno Ring, done Perma Charge. I'm not too sure if I think I might have done Flying Fortress, but on Resort instead because of the map shape. Other scenarios I'm not thinking of from the top of my... Oh, pirate load all pops actually is one. That was before it was nerfed. Before Ninja Kiri took its shotgun away, and before it took away its frags for attack, in which the cannons were able to target primarily. Okay, call to arms. I feel like I'm going to need you now, actually. Get rid of these ZOMGs, and that's round. Hey, would you look at that? Homeland defense time! Do you see that, Bad? It is time for ×10 Ultra Boost and Homeland defense. Just look at the amount of darts on the screen. It's almost like the darts are not actually moving on the screen, only kind of moving depending on where our thing is at the top. Yeah, he did do a little bit of damage, but that's the extent of its damage just because of the range bug in this game. But just look at the amount of darts on the screen. That is the power of Homeland defense with Ultra Boost. Now we are cooking with gas. And also look at the amount of pineapples we're creating as well. That's pretty cool. You can definitely see where the plane has been, considering the fact that it's laying bombs everywhere where it flies. And Homeland defense once again. And yeah, they go down. So hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are so far, whatever it is that you're doing. Has work today been good? Has it been great even? Has it been stressful? Has it been challenging? Regardless of the kind of day that you've had, I hope that you have in some ways have learned something at work today in which you didn't know the previous time that you were at work. Sometimes it feels like when you're working in whatever kind of environment that you're in, it feels like at times you should know stuff that you don't currently know at that given point in time, and you sometimes feel guilty if you don't know it, which could be incredibly helpful towards, well, whatever it is that you're doing. Because sometimes in retail work, it feels like I'm meant to know far more than what I currently know at, and it feels like that knowledge in which I don't know could actually be helpful when it comes for me to be able to actually do my job, like helping people out, knowing where certain items are, being able to get certain items in, like be able to put down a request for all that, and hopefully it comes with the next order and all that jazz, so that when the customer then comes back in, they are able to purchase everything in which they are wanted to purchase from the store itself. Like sometimes we get requests for vegan food to come in, but then it's like you're the only person so far that has actually requested for vegan food to be on the shop floor. And it's just a general retail store. It's not like a specific store where it sells those kind of items specifically. But I feel like there's got to be something for everyone within a store so that it's as welcoming as possible, so that you don't gate certain people out in a way, so that if somebody is vegan, for example, and they're looking for vegan stuff, that you don't exclude them. At that given point in time, we may not have anything on the shop floor for a person who's preferably vegan, but it's like if you come back next time, there might be something because of the fact that you have requested it, and therefore we can make room for that. But in other ways, there's got to be enough of a demand for something, otherwise it may feel like we're wasting our money on something in which we may not be able to make a profit on, because they have their due date by the time they're not even halfway done to being sold, if you get my gist. Okay, so we have call to arms active this given point in time. That will give us a bit of leeway here, and for the fact that we don't require to use Homeland defense as often unless we absolutely have to. But if we do need that additional pierce, then we do have call to arms. Just like so and so. It feels like this is actually plenty enough in order to go through this round. Although round 131, so many Fortified ZOMGs here, and I pressed 3 rather than 2, which was a bit of a mistake here, but I think we can get through the scenario. Call to arms up and active. Saving these rejuve potions for around 140. I think people are not going to argue with that factor right then and there. We're not going to get glue storm because we need the money in order to get ourselves some spike storms. Sacrificing one kind of storm for another kind of storm. The spike-like storm, the one that is not as painful as Lego. I feel like pickles would be helpful against the Fortified BAD. Wait, where did you come from? I feel like the pickles will be beneficial against the Fortified BAD, but when it comes to the regular BAD, the damage may drop off from there. Even with Homeland Defense, our darts are stopped, so I don't know really if I went with the right cross path or not. I think in some cases we did do the right cross path. Like, obviously we're only going to get a temporary benefit when it comes to bonus camo damage because of our submerger support here, but we really need a submerger support in place so that it doesn't get any more pops once it is submerged. 19.2 million pops so far, and Homeland Defense is soon going to be active because we're going to need the additional peers now that the ZOMGs are breaking off on this round into smaller chunks, which requires the additional pierce. Thank you very much. We've got one Spike Storm active, but remember we're not going to be using it at all until round 140 because we don't really want the stealers on these rounds. Really, of all things, in this late of the game, a freaking yellow balloon. I really want to preserve our Homeland Defense around 138 because of all the DDTs, but I honestly feel like because of the sheer amount of ZOMGs on this round, we're going to really need it and just hope that Call to Arms serves us well until Homeland Defense rejuvenates for that round. Just look at the amount that we still got left on this particular round alone. And we use flag. Yeah, I think we can do it actually. Yeah, we diggity done it. And gosh, look at the amount of targets on the screen here. Yeah, I used it slightly too late there. Oh, what the? Well, I guess I'll be seeing you soon. That was probably the first time where I clicked restart, not because I thought that my setup was impossible to progress onwards throughout the game, but because I was on autopilot and I misclicked. I wouldn't have restarted the scenario if I thought I couldn't get back to this point in a reasonably timed manner. And also the Sky Shredder is a pretty fun tower, honestly. And I mean that in earnestly. I think that Sky Shredder is a pretty fun tower to use, so... Now, hopefully, if I do lose in a scenario like this, I will not misclick and accidentally press the wrong button going forward. Although, knowing me, I probably would do that, honestly. It is not a flare balloon scenario without some kind of fun involved with a misclick. Round 113. I'm honestly a little worried about our money pool here, because if we don't get enough money here, then we won't be able to upgrade a second Spike Storm. Sorry, the second Spike Factory to a Spike Storm, and I'll kind of lose a little bit of money potential there. So we're just going to use Call to Arms. Going to save Homeland Defense for the next round. Yeah, we won't be able to get a Spike Storm up and running here. Because we need Rejuve Potion for these rounds, actually. Although we will just put that on there because we can, okay? Yeah, and we would have 200, something along the lines, no, 306 money left over from using those two up. So, you know what? We'll put these down as well just because we can. We'll put them at the far end, actually, just because we may be able to catch something out in case they are about to escape. No thanks. Okay, so let's begin this. So, coat that over, Homeland Defense, Rejuve Potion, thank you. And then do that again when it comes back, please. There we go, there's another one active. I don't want to use Ultra Boost again, I don't want to use it too soon, because there's only 3 of them around to use. I've still got one of the previous round active. Okay, now that's inactive. Perhaps I use those too soon, I'm not too sure. We'll play it by ear, actually, but this is definitely going to be possible. Like, Sky Shredder is a very comfortable tower in order to do this scenario in. And I actually took the liberties of ultra boosting our Red Enders glue throughout this tail as well, just so that we'll be able to stick to those Moa class balloons just a bit more quickly. Hopefully we'll be able to get through this. Oh, I don't like the look of that health there, actually. Yeah, that Fortified BAD is really what you would call nearing the end of a track. What the hell?
They're going to ruin business.
Do I need Do I need something else for this? I'm starting to think so, honestly. Like, I thought I did it correctly. Homeland defense with Cruise Strike and all that. I'm starting to wonder if bottom crosspath was actually better. Oh, I'm a dimwit. I didn't even activate Spike Storm, which is why that's a thing. Oh, dearie me. I was wondering why I didn't do enough damage. It was just because of that, but I didn't even activate my Spike Storm there. I wonder how many people noticed the lack of Spike Storm, and I don't know why I activated both of them, for goodness sakes. They don't stack, if you don't know. Okay, so if we fail this, actually, it may be just down to timing of our Spike Storms. We did kind of haste our uses of them and not maximize their uses by having it sort of bad as here and bad as here and stuff like that.
You're going to ruin business.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to this another day. So if you see this when it should have been on the 22nd of April 2024 and it's actually on the 23rd of April 2024, you know why? Because we're not getting anywhere with this current setup. We really need to flip some of our selections here so that we can actually get this done. -1 on there, and we're going to place one of you on board, and you're going to be a 420, if that. Maybe a 320. Perhaps we're saying third time's the charm does have its merits. Okay, that's the first bad down. Please let this be the one. I'm so done with this. I've been trying to do this round for hours now. Please. Pretty please. And there it is. I don't care if we're only 5,000 over. I'm just so glad this is done. I've been at this for 2 goddamn hours here on the second day. Just trying to fathom out a way to do this. I don't know if it was luck or anything like that, but I'm just so glad this is finally done. 23 Megapops with Sky Shredder is possible. Yeah, so I pickled and sharpening stoned our Spike Factory over here. Obviously, we've got a few steals around 119, along with your blade traps around 79 because of all the regrows on that round. I'm just so glad this is done. So happy at the same time, honestly. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comment sections below. And let me know if you can do this challenge for yourselves. Thank you all so... Oh, it's just went. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching and take care of yourselves, everybody. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see me do in the future. And if you'd be so kind as to use a creator support code called Flare Balloons anytime you purchase anything within the store, I will be thoroughly appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, everybody.